Good morning, my dears. Today for grade 6, we are going to start Geography 4th lesson, Maps. Geography 4th lesson, Map. Okay. So before we are moving to the lesson, a short recall. What are the things, what are the lessons already we discussed in Geography? So in grade 6 Geography first lesson, solar system, right? So about solar system, about sun and planets, moon, satellite, those things and all we discussed in previous class itself. Okay. And second lesson for you about globe, latitude and longitude we discussed. Okay. So third lesson we discuss about major landform, not major landform. Then summer solstice, winter solstice, the motion of the earth we discussed, right? So first lesson solar system, second lesson globe and latitude, longitude and motion of the earth we discussed up to now. Okay. So today we are going to start fourth lesson, map. Okay. So map, before moving to map, a short recall of globe lesson. Okay. So globe, you know very well the shape of the earth. Okay, so earth is tilted somewhat 23° and of that and all we discussed in that second lesson itself. Okay, so it is a true model of earth. Globe is a true model of earth we discussed. Okay, so we can see globe in many places in school, library, or suppose we are visiting some government offices, in that place and all we can see globe. Okay, so with the help of globe, with the help of globe, we can understand about the size of continent, the size of country. Okay, so the shape of the earth, that alone. Okay, but it is very difficult to understand, to identify a particular place in that map. Okay, sorry, in that globe. Okay, so that we are making map. Okay, so here I gave the definition of globe. A globe can be useful when we want to study the earth as a whole. Okay, when we study about earth as a whole, that time we are using globe. Okay, but when you need to study about a particular city or particular town or particular state or particular country, that time we want to use map. Okay, so you know very well map is a flat surface. Okay, suppose we have the map, nowadays we are using map, no, that is in a flat surface. Okay, compared to globe is a spherical shape. Okay, globe is a spherical shape, but map is a flat surface. Okay, so here I gave the definition of the map. It is a representation of drawing of the earth. Okay, it is a representation of drawing of earth's surface. Okay, drawn on a flat surface according to scale. Okay, according to a scale. Okay, so it is a representation or a drawing of the earth's surface drawn on a flat surface according to scale. Right? So with the help of map we can understand the distance of one country to another country, and then the location of particular city or town. Okay, so this is the major difference of globe and map. Uses of maps. With the help of map we can understand many things. Okay, not only the size of city or size of the distance between particular city and another town or another place. Okay, with the help of map we can understand its physical feature and its boundaries, countries or the town's boundaries or village boundaries. Okay, and natural vegetation, everything we can understand with the help of map. Okay, so we find that maps are useful to us for various purpose. Okay, nowadays we are using map for various purpose. Okay, one map shows a small area and few facts. Okay, suppose you are taking a particular, suppose you are lived in a village means we can create map. Okay, for even that village also we have map. So with the help of map we can understand this the size of village and the structure structure of village, and that how many streets are there, how many buildings are there, like that we can understand lot of things. Okay, that's why I said the maps provide shows some information, small area and few facts. Okay, so when you know very well, when you are going to a library, or some students you can have in your own atlas. Okay, so when many maps we are putting together, we are put many maps together, that time we can get atlas. Okay, you know very well what is atlas. So when more number of maps, okay, not only single map, more than two we are put together with a lot of information, that is called as atlas. Okay, I hope everyone you have your own atlas, right? So atlas are various size. Suppose in library we have somewhat very big atlas. Suppose you have in your own, means that is very small size atlas, right? So atlas are various sizes, measurements drawn on different scale. Okay, often I said use the word scale, that I will explain later. Okay, suppose you have map in your own, check scale, like that information they gave in our map, that we will discuss later, right? So maps are very useful to understand particular place, size and some fact of that place, right? Types of map. So we can divide map into three category. Okay, we can divide the map into three category. One is physical map, political map and thematic map. Okay, so we can classify map into three category. One is physical map, second is political map, third is thematic map, right? So physical map. Okay, so in which map shows the physical features of the earth. Okay, which map shows natural features of the earth. Natural features of the earth is called as physical map. Okay, so what is another name of physical map? It is called as relief map. Okay, it is called as relief map. Okay, relief map. Okay, so which map shows natural features of the earth's surface or earth, such as mountains. What are the things we have include in physical map? Means mountains, plateaus, plains, rivers and oceans, seas. Okay, so that and all includes in physical map. Okay, later I will show a model example of physical map to you, right? So we have three category of map: physical map, political map and thematic map. So physical map, what is the another name of physical map? Relief map. So which map shows physical features of the earth? Okay, natural features of the earth is called as a physical map, right? Political map and thematic map. Okay, so already we discussed physical map. Next, political map and thematic map. So political map, which map shows the information about a particular city or town or state along with its boundaries is called as political map. Okay, so which map shows cities, towns, villages and different countries and states of the world with their boundaries. Okay, with their boundaries is called political map. Okay, so during exam time we are using India map or world map, particularly India map or Tamil Nadu state map or other countries map, means that is called as political map. So when we are going to mark in that map, we know very well the boundaries. Okay, which are the boundaries of the particular country, that too we understand. Okay, next is thematic map. Okay, next is thematic map. So some maps focus a specific information. Okay, some map focus a specific information is called as thematic map. Okay, what are the information we have in a thematic map? Means maybe roadway. Okay, a road map or distribution of forest or distribution of industry or rainfall. Okay, which area gets more rainfall. Okay, that too we can understand with the help of thematic map. Okay, so some map focus a specific information or distribution of forest, industry is the presence of industry, rainfall. These are it comes under the thematic map. Okay, so we have three different types of map. One is physical map, second is political map, third is thematic map. So physical map, so which map shows the natural information, okay, natural features of the earth is called as physical map. In that map we have mountains, rivers, oceans, seas, plateaus, everything present in physical map. Okay, political map, so in this map it shows a particular town or particular city or country or state along its boundaries called as political map. Okay, so last one is thematic map, so which map shows a specific information of the particular issue. Okay, maybe the road, distribution of road, distribution of forest, or distribution of industry, or rainfall. Okay, so that is called as thematic map, right? Map. So already we discussed about three types of map. So in that three type of map, we can see some important point. Okay, so what are the important things we can see in that map means, one is distance, second is direction, third one is symbol. Okay, so whenever you are looking any map, you can see these three in that map. Okay, either a world map or India map or whatever new map you are refer, in that map you can see these three things. Okay, this is a basic elements of your map. Okay, so one is distance, another is direction, third one is symbol. Okay, distance, direction, symbol. Okay, so distance, see, take an example. Suppose you plan to draw in your city or in your village. Okay, so the size of village and what you draw in a sheet or paper, whether both are same, the distance of the place. Suppose from your house to temple or water tank, suppose the water tank was somewhat so far, somewhat distance, suppose you draw in that map, it is somewhat close. Okay, so you reduce the distance. Okay, when you are going to draw map in a sheet or in a paper, that time we reduce the actual distance. Okay, we reduce the actual distance. Instead of the actual distance, we are measuring scale. Okay, we are using scale to reduce that distance. Okay, that time only it will correct distance. Okay, see, suppose take example, suppose you are taking world map. So in that world map we can see North America, South America, Europe, Africa, and then Asia continent and Antarctica continent. Like that we have continent and oceans. Okay, so suppose you compare the world map in A4 size sheet, all the world map are looking at the similar. Okay, why? Because they are using the same distance. Okay, whenever they draw the map, they are using same distance. Okay, so distance maps are drawing which reduce the entire world to fit on a sheet. Okay, so for that sheet, how much size, how much distance we supposed to leave, that we have to leave. Otherwise the size of continent, the size of country somewhat awkward. Okay, so for reducing that we are using scale. Okay, so scale is the ratio between the actual distance of the earth on the ground or the distance shown on the map. Okay, so it is a ratio of the actual distance. Okay, suppose 500 kilometer, the distance between one particular place to another particular place, the actual distance is 500 kilometer means in map we are using to mark this kilometer as a 5 centimeter. Okay, so like that only we are using map. Okay, so map we have, in distance of the map we have two type. Okay, distance of the map we have two type. One is small scale, another is large scale. Small scale, another is large scale. Okay, small scale means when we are trying to draw continent or country and its boundary, that time we are using small scale map. Okay, that time we are using small scale map. Okay, for small scale map for 500 kilometer we are using 5 centimeter. Okay, in small scale map we are using 500 kilometer to mark as a 5 centimeter. Suppose here we have Chennai. Okay, so here we have Hyderabad. To mark this place we are mentioning we are using 5 centimeter distance around. Why? Because maybe the distance between Chennai and Hyderabad is 500 kilometer. Second is large scale map. Okay, large scale map. So large scale means when a small place, okay, when we try to draw our particular street or particular village or particular school map, suppose we try to draw our school map, in that time we are using small scale. Okay, small scale means when we are going to be mark a particular place, okay, particular part or particular area, the distance we are using 500 meter. Okay, 500 meter as a 5 centimeter. Okay, I hope the distance you will understand. Okay, so in large scale map we are using the distance between the place 500 meters as a 5 centimeter, but in small scale we are using 500 kilometers as a 5 centimeter. Okay, so in large scale map we have all the events. Okay, what are the things they mention in large scale map? The places, the things what they explain that under very clear, very elaborate manner. Okay, but in small scale map we don't have, we are not able to get detailed information. Okay, so in large scale map we have detailed information, but in small scale map we don't have more detailed information. Okay, so first is distance. Next, the next components of map is direction. Okay, next component of map is direction. Whenever you try to draw a map, okay, whenever you are going to mark the map, you can see in the top right corner. Okay, top right corner N symbol. Okay, top right corner you can see N symbol. Okay, that means that N indicates north. Okay, that N indicates north. Okay, so each and whenever we try to mark the map, that time we have to know the direction. Okay, that time we have to know the direction. Okay, some map you can see this like symbol. Okay, this like they indicate N. So when we comes to know one direction, it's easy for us to understand other direction. Okay, so this is north means, so the opposite direction of north we have south. Okay, so opposite direction of north we have south. So the right side of south. Okay, the right side of south direction we have east. Okay, the right side direction of north and south we have east direction. So opposite of east we have west. Okay, so whenever we know only one direction, it is easy for us to understand opposite directions. Okay, so north, south, east, west. Okay, north, south, east, west. Okay, so these four directions are called as cardinal direction. Okay, or called as cardinal direction. Okay, so not only this four direction, we have totally 8 direction. Okay, we have totally 8 direction. This is north, already I said. This is south. This is east, and this is west. Already we discussed. Okay, so when we have north and east, okay, when we have north and east, in between, suppose we draw one line, we can get northeast direction. Northeast direction. Okay, the area, the middle point of north and east, we can get northeast direction. Okay, the same like the middle point of south and east, we can get southeast direction. Okay, southeast direction. Okay, same like here we have west, here we have north. So in between point of north and west, we have northwest direction. Northwest direction. Okay, same like the middle point of middle of south and west, we have southwest. We have southwest. Okay, so major these four directions were called as cardinal point. Okay, cardinal point. These are the subdirection: north, south, northeast, southeast, southwest, and northwest. So cardinal points: the north, south, east, west. So these four directions were called as cardinal point. Okay, you supposed to remember right four direction or cardinal point, both are same alone, right? Same like intermediate directions. Intermediate direction means, already I said, intermediate direction means north, north, south, east, west. Okay, so in between we have direction, four direction. I said before itself. So northeast, northwest, southwest, dear, southeast, northwest, and southwest. Okay, so totally we have 8 direction. These last four is called as intermediate direction. Okay, so coordinate point and intermediate direction you supposed to clear. So third component of map is symbol. Okay, so whenever you have chance to refer map in atlas, we can see some place they mention as a blue color. Okay, some places they are using somewhat brown color. Okay, like that the color different we can see in atlas. Okay, and then some places they are marking like that symbol. Okay, like that symbol. Some places they mark this like symbols. Okay, with the help of this symbols, we can understand what they are going to be described. Okay, so for understanding map, a universal language was used on the map. Okay, so map have a universal language. So whenever which country map suppose we are refer for, we have some universal language. Okay, that are called as symbols. Okay, these symbols were called as conventional symbol. Conventional symbol. These symbols were called as conventional symbols. What do you mean with conventional symbol means? These symbols convert that particular place or that particular place into a small symbol. Okay, suppose we have pond. Okay, we have lake in that place. Okay, suppose we are going to be marking that place. We can't draw that exact size of map. Okay, so to convert that point to understand the viewers easily, in that place they are draw this like symbol. Okay, and they color it in blue color. So whoever see the map, they can understand. So in that place we have lake. Okay, in that place we have lake. Suppose this like suppose they draw means in map. So we can understand this indicate river. This indicate rivers. Okay. So in some places they draw this like symbols in green color. That means you can understand this is forest. Okay. In green color suppose they draw that indicates forest. Okay. In some places they draw the tree like structure. Okay. So that time we comes understand in that place a particular type of tree or grassland present. Okay, so like that each and every information. Suppose they draw this like dot dot like means a kind of road, okay, metal road on non-metal road or a track, railway track is present in that place. Like that we can understand with the help of symbols. Okay, in your book page number 26, a set of symbols they are given. Okay, you just go through, you just refer, you just practice that symbol. That is easy for your understanding, right? In map, we are using various colors to understand some purpose. Okay, for some purpose we are using various colors. So what are the colors basically we are using in map means blue color, blue, brown, yellow and green. Okay, blue, brown, yellow and green. So blue indicates water body. Already I said when we are going to mark river or lake or pond, ocean, sea, that time we want to use blue in color. Okay, so when we are going to mark mountain range, okay, like Himalaya mountain range or Western Ghats or Eastern Ghats or Rocky Mountain or Alps mountain, whenever we are going to be mark mountains, that time we want to use brown in color. Okay, and then plateaus. Okay, Deccan Plateau, Chota Nagpur Plateau, many plateaus we have in our earth. So whenever they are marking plateau in map, that time they are using yellow color. Okay, and for plain area, okay, for plain area, that time we are using green in color. Okay, so whenever we saw blue color in map, that time we can understand immediately that is water body. Brown color means that is mountain range. Okay, see they are not write anything. Simply they are giving blue color or brown color, yellow color, green color. Automatically we can understand this water body, this is mountain, this is plateau and this is plain. Okay, so for indicate directly the small symbol, small color, they are using these like colors. Sketch and plan. Okay, sketch and plan. Okay, so what do you mean by sketch and what is plan means? In particularly in this lesson, suppose I asked to you draw the distance between your school and your house, or distance between from your house to nearby temple. So that time you may draw roughly. Okay, you have to draw in rough manner. That rough map or rough drawing might be called a sketch. Okay, so yeah, sketch is a drawing mainly based on memory. Okay, mainly based on your memory and spot observation. Okay, and spot observation, not to a scale. Okay, there is no scale we are not going to follow. Okay, so what are the things we know? What is the things we have in our memory? Suppose after almost 5 months over, you are coming to school. Suppose I asked you to draw the structure of school to you. Okay, like that assignment suppose I gave means you have to recall your memory. Okay, so where is triangle stage is located? What is the structure of our school? What is the structure of your classroom? Where is your places? Where is your place exactly? Like that you have to draw in your room. Okay, like that drawing might be called as sketch. Okay, for contrast of sketch is called as plan. Okay, suppose you plan to construct a house. Okay, suppose your parent plans to construct a house. That time they are approaching any engineers. Okay, they are approaching the architect or engineer and they asked you to draw what are the things they need in their house. They ask the engineer to draw our dream house. That time the engineer gets all the information from us and he made that plan. Okay, so how much land we have, so in that land how much we are ready to spend. Like that he collect all the information. With the help of that information he made a drawing. So like that drawing can be called as plan. Okay, so a plan is a drawing of a small area on a large scale. Okay, a plan is a drawing of a small area on a large scale. Okay, a plan is a drawing of a small area to large scale. So they are using there is no what they have memory or observation, spot observation. They are taking all the information and then only they are making the particular drawing. Okay, so this is the major difference of map. So here comes to the end. So up to now, what are the things we discussed means definition of map. So map is a drawing, it's a flat surface. Okay, so with the help of map we can understand the distance between one place to another place, the boundaries, everything we discuss. Okay, and then types of map. Okay, so types of map we discuss. So first map we discuss, second types of map. So how many types of map we have? 3 types of map. Okay, 3 types of map. Okay, one is physical map, second is political map, third is thematic map. Okay, third is thematic map. Okay, so for physical map means which map shows the natural features of the earth is called as physical map. Political map, which map shows or indicates the boundaries of a country or town or city is called as political map. So thematic map, which map describe or give importance to specific information is called as thematic map. Okay, and then we discuss about components of map. Okay, components of map. So we have 3 components again. So one is distance, another is direction, third one is symbol. Symbols. Okay, so distance, in distance we discuss about a scale and large scale and small scale. Direction, we discuss about coordinate direction and intermediate direction and symbols. Okay, that we discuss. At last we discuss about sketch and plan. Okay, so sketch and plan, rough map and planned map. Okay, so that we discuss. So for this lesson you have worksheet. Okay, you supposed to go through this entire lesson, very small lesson alone. You supposed to go through the entire lesson and try to answer the worksheet, right? Thank you.